Hi, this is part 6 of my Quran Bible videos titled Quran Bible Animal Sacrifice or Not, or Animal Sacrifice or Self-Sacrifice, Lower Chakras, which is our ego self or our ego. And there are 5 other parts and 5 other videos on my channel connected to this video, which is part 6, which consists of Quran chapter 2 verses 67 to 73. And I just wanted to quickly cover Quran chapter 2 verse 73 here in this video in part 6. You can find the other parts and the other videos on Quran 2 verses 67 to 73 on my channel here. Just search my channel for it and hopefully you'll find them. But I just wanted to quickly share my thoughts here on Quran 2 or Quran chapter 2 verse 73 here, which says, "We said, strike the victim with part of the heifer." That is when God brought the victim back to life and showed you his signs that you may understand. Now, just like I've mentioned in the other videos, in the other parts, as I said, there are 5 other parts, there are 5 other videos to this. So if you want to, catch my drift and see what I'm talking about here, then you'll have to go check out those other parts and those other videos, the other videos connected to this, right? But I just wanted to share my thoughts about this particular verse just quickly. I don't want to, make this into a long video because I'm still kind of trying to see how I can convey this into words. Like, I'm still trying to put my words together here. But when it comes to Quran 2 73, like Quran chapter 2 verse 73 here, again, just like the other parts that I have done on these Quran verses, where I have mentioned that this is more symbolic. Like, this section of the Quran and these verses of the Quran are not literal. Like, there are things in the Quran and the Bible that are, kind of literal. And then there are other things in the Quran and the Bible that are not literal. They are more symbolic. So this is also more symbolic, or this is symbolic. This is not literal. So when, Quran 273 is saying, strike the victim with part of the heifer, that is not what you're supposed to do literally. Like, this is not something to be done literal, because I've been thinking about it myself, and I'm like what is this? Like, how can you strike a dead body with part of the heifer and then the dead body would come back to life? Like, how does that make sense? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. And so that also tells me that this is not to be taken literally. This is symbolic. What I am thinking and feeling regarding what this verse of the Quran means symbolically is that and of course also, if I connect this verse to the other verses and with the 3 lower chakras of the root chakra or base chakra and the sacral chakra and the solar plexus chakra. So when the Bible mentions red heifer, that is actually symbolic of the root chakra or base chakra, because the root chakra or base chakra is red in color. And when the Quran mentions yellow heifer, and as I said in my previous videos, that when I checked Laleh Bakhtiyar's Quran interpretation regarding these verses, she actually interpreted it as saffron colored, and the color of saffron is orange. And when you mix saffron in milk or with milk, then it turns yellow. But the point is that, let's say, the Quran is mentioning the solar plexus chakra and also the sacral chakra, because the sacral chakra is orange in color and the solar plexus chakra is yellow in color, which would be the yellow heifer mentioned in the Quran. So it's not literal. It's not about, a yellow heifer or red heifer. It's about these 3 lower chakras and their colors. Because the root chakra is red in color, the sacral chakra is orange in color, and solar plexus chakra is yellow in color. So the red heifer of the Bible is actually symbolic for the root chakra or base chakra, and the yellow heifer of the Quran is actually symbolic for the solar plexus chakra. But if it is also interpreted it as orange in color or saffron colored, then that also includes the sacral chakra, which is orange in color, and those are the 3 lower chakras. And so when the Quran mentions or is mentioning bringing the victim back to life, and by the victim we mean someone who is dead here. And as I said, you'll have to go back and check out the other parts to this to these videos to understand the context. But this is more like a condition. It's more like the human condition of being asleep is what I affectionately call being a sleeping beauty. Most humans are asleep, and that is a condition akin to being dead, really, like being not physically dead, but being spiritually dead. Like, it is a condition in which the human beings are spiritually dead. And if we take the heifer as being symbolic of the 3 lower chakras, and we know that the Kundalini energy resides in the root chakra. And when human beings have a spiritual awakening, which is the same as Kundalini awakening. So when human beings have a Kundalini awakening or a spiritual awakening, then that is what is being symbolized here in this verse of the Quran. Actually, that's what it means when the Quran says that, we said strike the victim with part of the Heifer, and the Heifer being symbolic of the lower 3 chakras, especially the root chakra where the Kundalini energy resides and lies dormant until it awakens, which is known as Kundalini awakening and spiritual awakening. And what that does in turn is, this is where the Quran says that is when God brought the victim back to life. That is when human beings symbolically come to life or come back to life from a sleeping state or from a spiritually dead state. It's not literal physical death. This is symbolic to being to human beings, or this is symbolic of human beings being spiritually dead. And when human beings have that Kundalini awakening, have that spiritual awakening, then they come back to life, or like they come to life. As in they are not spiritually dead anymore when they have a Kundalini awakening and a spiritual awakening. So this is what this particular Quran verse is talking about. As I said, you are not supposed to strike the victim with part of the Heifer literally, and that's when someone dead would come back to life. It's not literal. This is not to be taken literally. This is more symbolic, and I've just explained what it symbolizes and what it really means in a deeper sense. I don't know how many people would actually, or how many Muslims in particular would actually understand this, but I've just tried to explain it in the best way possible that I could at this point. And I hope that there would be at least some people and some Muslims out there who will get and understand what I'm trying to say here. So just to summarize this verse quickly here, this verse is not to be taken literally. This verse symbolizes the human condition of being spiritually dead, but then coming back to life when they have a Kundalini awakening, which is the same as when they have a spiritual awakening. So that's what this Quran verse actually means. That is the deeper meaning to this Quran verse. Okay? That's it. Um, until next time, take care.